All right, good to see you today as we are just getting some big news in right now. We just got the search warrant for Mar-a-Lago down in Palm Beach. And while you're probably looking at all the networks right now telling you how to feel about something like this, I figured I would just kind of get on here with you, take a look at it, and we could sort of go through it, take a look at the big chunks. I know we're just gonna take a look at this from sort of the middle of the road here. All right, we're not jumping to any conclusions for either side. Just journalistically, let's look at this and see what this search warrant says. And you can just, rather than me reporting on it and telling you how to feel about it, like a lot of people are going to do, I figured we'd just look at it together. So here is the actual search warrant. Just got it in the email. Figured we would just kind of take a look at it as we, this just came down a few minutes ago. I got one quick look at it and figured that you could take a look at it with me. So United States District Court, Southern District of Florida. You can see right here, this is the actual search warrant put out for Mar-a-Lago. I want to sort of point out some of the interesting things with this. So the premises searched, obviously it's, I don't know if you know the address, 1100 South Ocean Boulevard. It's described as a resort club residence located near the intersection of Southern Boulevard and South Ocean Boulevard. Obviously, Mar-a-Lago in a very ritzy area in Palm Beach. One of the ritziest in the world, really. 17-acre estate, 58 bedrooms, 33 bathrooms. Something about Mar-a-Lago. A little factoid for you if you've never been there, which most of us haven't. So this is one of the more interesting aspects of the search warrant if you're taking a look at it with me right now. So right here it says all physical documents constituting evidence, contraband, fruits of crime, other items illegally possessed in violation of USC 793, 2071, or 1519, including the following. So before we move on, let's take a look at what these mean. Okay, so this could be a hint as to what the Justice Department could be trying to make a case against former President Donald Trump about. So this first one's probably the most interesting. 793 right here. Let's take a look at this. That is the Espionage Act. That's disclosing information vital to national defense. Last few days we've been hearing that maybe this all has to do with some sort of nuclear documents that were in the White House. That could have something to do with that. All right. Code 2071 is the concealment, removal, or mutilation generally. Somebody obliterates, destroys, or attempts to carry away a record, proceeding, map, book, paper, document. Basically, it goes real deep, but any sort of destruction of property. And then code 1519 is destruction, alteration, falsification of records for federal investigations and bankruptcy. So just interesting to see that possibly the Espionage Act could come into play here, but that doesn't mean that that's necessarily going to happen, but that's their reasoning for putting in for this search warrant here. More interesting stuff. This is the receipt for property. So basically this is what they picked up inside Mar-a-Lago. It doesn't get very descriptive in here, but as you look, they'll say documents, they'll say different boxes, labels. Some of this, a little bit interesting though. You can see executive grant of clemency for Roger Stone. So that's kind of a fascinating little thing. A little president of France here, leather-bound box of documents, classified documents. So many of these documents were labeled classified. So we went through it and it says, we counted some of these up as it came in. It says 11 sets of classified documents. Some were labeled top secret. Now, of course, as we're going through this, we don't know what was inside the top secret boxes, but that's what these documents were labeled. 20 boxes were taken. God bless you to whoever's sneezing in the newsroom. There's binders. There's government materials. We saw photos was listed in here, as well as one handwritten note. And again, that document, it sounds like a pardoning of Roger Stone. and then something regarding the president of France. Again, we're not getting many details. Literally all you have in this warrant is a list of different items that they collected. When the government comes into your place, collects a bunch of stuff, the first thing they do, document it all so that you know what they took. And that's about it. So that's kind of I would say the two most interesting bullet points that we're seeing in all of this is what they possibly plan to charge Trump with, or what they took. The Roger Stone, president of France, that stuff rather interesting. It seems like they took a lot of stuff. 20 boxes, binders, photos, all sorts of stuff. They seem to be trying to build a case against former President Donald Trump. Again, I know that everybody in these comments right now is sort of taking one side or the other. It's not what I'm here for. I'm just a journalist. And I know that people are as skeptical as ever about the media, so I figured we would just kind of go through, take a look at this together, and you can form your own opinions. So we have just a range of half of these comments I can't even use right now. They are all, I'm looking at everything you guys are saying. So Kim is saying fake news. I'm not actually giving you any news. I'm just showing you the document they used to go inside. So I'm not making up that there was a document or that there was a raid. That's just facts. I'm not. Hey, Joey, good to see you. Hello, Catalina. Kent saying good luck on all the comments. Yeah, I will need it. That is for sure. Almost didn't do this because I know somebody's going to assume that I'm going to want you to feel a certain way about this. And genuinely, I don't care. I am a local news anchor in the state of Florida where all this is taking place. If you're just joining us, we have a lot of people on the feed. Just wanted to show you the actual search warrant. Many news organizations are going to tell you what this is, what this means. I figured I would just get on and stream before I've got to jump on the news myself and talk about it, and just let you draw your own conclusions. And really, there aren't a ton of conclusions to draw except for what the government plans to, what they got this search warrant for, I would say is the most interesting factoid. They cite these three issues. They're saying this is in violation of 793. Again, if you're just joining me, 793 is the Espionage Act, that U.S. Code 793, which is the gathering, transmitting, or losing of defense information, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 10 years. And from what I heard today, it was 10 years possibly per document. So it'll be fascinating to see how this plays out. We don't know a whole lot about it. Again, a lot of this is just boxes and just a few little tiny details we can extract. So I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. You probably shouldn't either. But this has been a look at that search warrant, which the Department of Justice used to get into Mar-a-Lago and take 20 boxes of stuff. So thanks for watching. Have yourself a good day. And good luck. We'll be figuring this all out together in the coming months, I'm sure. Bye-bye.